Everybody was very clean and used very, very few filler words. Pete said so once and used the word "and" sometimes where it would have been more effective to leave out "and" leave sentences as separate sentences. It's a little more dramatic, I think. Leslie said as the very first word. That can be avoided by memorizing the first word of what you're going to say. The first sentence, that is. Aileen used a long at the start, but it was not a filler word, but it was an expression of her being nonplussed at the question, I think. It was good. Brendan said so, but there are very few of these. A number of people used the word of the day, imagination. Chris did, Al did, Bob did. And that's all good. And if somebody else did, and I missed it, I'm sorry.
Thanks, Mary Alice. Now I'd like to ask Jane to do the timer report. And Jane had this to say about creative self-expression. I play golf every week and more when I can. I love being outdoors and enjoy spending time with friends as we play. And Jane, you can do it from your seat.
Leaving time myself. It seemed at the beginning people went over, and I was actually reading the little timer card. You only can go over by 15 seconds on all the other speeches except for the long ones. And actually reading this, it looks like when you have 1 to 2 minutes, at 2 minutes you're done. So I think maybe we could all pay attention to how much time we actually have to talk and not linger on. So there were a few people that did go over a bit, but for the most part, hit it right on. He did go over quite a bit on his speech, and I thought it was like almost a half a minute, and I think it tried to round it up pretty quickly, and it might have penalized, or not penalized, but impacted the end. The table topics were all good. John did a great job on his first try, and that's about it for the time.
Thank you, Jane. Next, I'd like to ask Julie Stevenson to do the general evaluation. And Julie had this to say about creative self-expression. I enjoy dancing. I love how everyone has their own beautiful and unique style of dancing. Julie.
I really enjoy how when we come to, each week we come to Toastmasters and we always have such wonderful topics. So today's topic of creative self-expression was very unique, and it gave us all a chance to express ourselves differently and show how we all have, show a little bit about each of our personalities. I really liked Mary Alice's word of the day, imagination. It really, I think it went to kind of the foundation of creative expression and was really supported everyone's stories and topics. And when Mickey told her thought of the day, I was really surprised that they would do that in Holland. It seems like it would be interesting. In these days, you have everyone that is so protective of children, and to drop the kids off and have them explore and find a little bit about themselves, I think would be very interesting and very self-fulfilling for the children. Very kind of scary. So I think it's interesting how the parents are encouraged to do that and just make a wonderful experience for the children. But very different from how we're in the U.S. I loved Pete's speech. It was just another opportunity for us to get to know him and learn about his family. It was a very moving speech, just as Rich's speech also was very moving and interesting, and to learn that he has a daughter and she's now facing such an exciting time getting married. I think they both did a fantastic presentation, and I think we all at one point have been in a situation kind of similar to Rich's, where you're at a wedding and you listen to somebody giving a speech, and he did a fantastic job of kind of starting off with a joke and then telling a story and really kind of engaging the people. I think the one thing he could have done to improve on that would be he was in front of the podium, but maybe walking around a little bit and kind of involving the different people. So instead of being up here, walking and maybe engaging the room and maybe talking to one person about maybe taking one or two people in the room and highlighting an experience that they had or something, depending on how much time you want to spend, or that might be good as well. And just sorry for the changing, getting back to Pete, I had a hard time, you always do such a wonderful job. I was having a hard time finding something for you to improve on. I would say the one thing to improve would be like Bob said with the picture, maybe having, if you take the original photos and to have those, it was a little bit hard to see the photos, and to actually have the original photos maybe up on like a screen or something, or I think everyone did a wonderful time with the table topics and really expressed their imagination and their creativity. Both the evaluators did a great job. I think, Bob, I don't think you asked for the time.
Yeah,
Do you know what the time was for?
what was the time?
8:30. 8:30.
So he went a little bit over, but a wonderful ability to actually speak for so long. And I think Brendan and Mary Alice did a great job with the reports. And I think it was another great meeting. Thank you.